What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy. We've got Xena out and no gloves, everybody. Today I'm going to go over and tell you why I think everybody needs to have one of these gorgeous animals in their collection. What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy. Welcome to Morphs. We've got Xena out, and then, as I said before, we do not have gloves on, everybody. And yes, I am a little sketchy on this, but you know what? I think I've got some faith in her. She was a little wound up. I left her kind of crawl it out a little bit, and she's doing really, really good. But this week's video, we're going to go over why I think everybody needs to have a carpet python in their collection. She really wants that camera. Anyway, before we get into this video, though, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because this girl has come a long way. And we're going to be doing more carpet python content as well as time goes on, especially once we start breeding these beautiful animals. But hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have carpet pythons, if you want to get a carpet python, and if this video made you think a little bit more into getting a carpet python, because these animals are just absolutely gorgeous. It's not like holding a ball python, everybody. These snakes actually do something. They like to move, they like to try to climb, and they're always thinking. But make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know, and also let me know if you want to see more carpets on the channel, and I'll see what I can do about that, because I never get tired of seeing these beautiful animals, either in the enclosures or out of the enclosures. They're always just beautiful to look at. So let's get into this video. I would like to thank the sponsor of this episode. And this episode is sponsored by B&S Reptilia. Chris is an awesome guy. We started talking back and forth in chats on live streams. We hung out at a couple reptile shows, and we hung out at the Pennsylvania Breeders' Breakfast. Got to know each other a little bit better, and we came up with the idea of this sponsorship. So Chris, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. I consider you a very good friend of mine. Chris is working with about 150 ball pythons, several different North American species, such as different types of pine snakes, bull snakes, and Mexican black king snakes. He's also working with several different types of boas. He's also working with blood pythons and Sumatran short-tail pythons, which, let's all face it, blood pythons are awesome. And on top of that, he's also working with a couple different Australian species like Woma pythons and scrub pythons. Chris is also a rodent supplier for Eastern Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas. And to top it off, he's also Pennsylvania's distributor for the Chipper and Coco to Go, which I'm not sure if anybody knows, but I switched to Coco to Go because it is by far one of the best substrates I think that's on the market. If you want to get in touch with Chris at B&S Reptilia, all of his information is in the description down below. Make sure you guys check him out. Look for him in live streams. Make sure you also hit Chris up if you're thinking about switching to a different type of bedding, and also if you're thinking about switching to a different type of Coco product in general. Chris, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. I appreciate it, brother. All right, so let's start off with on how I think that these snakes are so intelligent, and they're always aware and watching what's going on. Anytime I come down here into the snake room, Xena or Lagather are always on cue. They seem like they always are watching to see what's going on. They're trying to, it seems like they're always thinking. They know what's going on. Xena knows exactly which side of the tank the food comes in on. So a lot of times if she's hungry, she'll post up basically where the food comes in at. And like, not all snakes do that, but it seems like these guys are always thinking. They're very, very intelligent, or at least I think they're intelligent. Sorry, got a little bit distracted. Like I said, first time handling her without gloves, so I am ready to take a bite. But this is just the most amazing feeling to have her out and actually holding her with no gloves on. I can't tell you how ecstatic I am about this. So intelligent, aware. I think that's a very neat thing compared to some snakes where they just kind of seem like they're, I don't want to say derpy, but they're just kind of, I don't know. Seems like a lot of snakes just really don't care. They're just kind of like, okay, whatever. But carpets always seem like they're out thinking, they're trying to figure things out. I know people say reed ticks are the same way. I'd say carpets are right there with them. Next reason why I think owning a carpet is a must for any collection is the prey size. The prey size is not huge. It could be anywhere from a extra large mouse, as far as, you know, full growns, that is. Xena here, actually Lagatha as well, they both eat full grown extra large mice. So for whatever reason, they will not eat anything else. I haven't tried any birds yet, but I did try rats, and they do not want anything to do with rats. So extra large mice is what these girls get. Xena gets roughly 2 to 3 every week, depending on how big they are. A lot of times it's just 2. The third comes into play if the one ball python that does eat mice doesn't eat. Then either her or Lagatha will get that extra mouse. I kind of do flip-flop who gets the extras though. So, but I'm trying to get Xena up to size just for this coming breeding season, and she's starting to get nice and thick, and she's just starting to look really, really good, everybody. I mean, absolutely, like, really good. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. She's still trying to get onto that tripod. Yeah, the prey size it's not like they get like extra jumbo size rats or anything like that. They're just nice sized meals that they take. Small rats is probably on the bigger end. I'd say small to medium rats is probably about as big as you're going to get with carpet pythons. But as you can see, like, she is not where she would eat a medium rat or anything like that. She's just where, you know, small rat would be perfect for her for how thick she is right now. But prey size, they don't take a big thing of prey. And if she was on rats, I wouldn't be feeding her as often as I do. But since she's on mice, and mice aren't very nutritional compared to rats, that's why I feed her so often compared to if she was on rats. Another reason why I think everybody needs to own one of these beautiful snakes is the fact that their cage requirements aren't terrible. As a bare minimum for adults, I would say a 4 foot long by 2 foot wide by 2 foot high is perfect for an adult, depending on size, especially like some of your coastals that are getting more like 10 foot long, stuff like that. You know, you have to use your judgment and go accordingly to what, you know, is best for the animal. But for a carpet, like say the size of Xena here, where she's about 5 foot long, 4 foot long, 2 foot wide, 2 foot high, would be perfect for her. Just look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous. My goodness, I love this snake. Look at all that tipping as well. Just absolutely gorgeous animal. Anyway, cage requirements. Another big reason why I highly recommend these guys. I'll actually include a link to my carpet python care video that's basically based off of care for jungles. But I'll put that in one of the corners, either here or over here. I always forget which corner it is. But I'll put that there. So click on that if you have any more questions about actual like care and husbandry and stuff like that. That video goes over it all. So the next reason I think everybody should have one of these is because these snakes actually don't hide all the time like a ball python. Not knocking on the ball pythons, because here at Warfels Morphs, that is our main focus. But I do love the carpets, not only because they're absolutely just stunning. I mean, you cannot look at this snake and tell me she is not gorgeous. But on top of that, it's just the fact that they're out. Right now, as I film this, Lagatha is perched out on her branches. Xena was in her cave because I think she's still digesting her rats from earlier this week. But, you know, normally Xena's out perched in her branches and just relaxing, chilling. I always love to get pictures of her because the carpets always seem like they perch so awesome. I don't know what it is about how a carpet python perches, or even green tree pythons perch, but it's just how they wrap up and lay on the branches that it's just like, wow. Like it's just impressive looking for whatever reason. But that is by far one of the big things that I think a lot of people miss out when they don't give these snakes a chance. Is that these snakes actually, they're out and about and they're doing stuff, and they're just, you can view them, you can enjoy them. They're not going to be hiding all day long. They do get a lot more active at night, but daytime, they're still perched out there. I mean, I just love to watch these snakes. I don't know what else to say. I mean, get one. Get one and you will see. They're snakes are like tattoos to begin with, but carpet pythons, I was told when I got her that it won't be long and you'll have more. And let me tell you, I can't wait to get more. I'm actually more holding off to be holding back babies from her clutch when I do in fact breed her. So that's why I haven't been buying even more than what I have. But she's just an outstanding example of a jungle. So I want to hold back a bunch of her babies. Look at that. She is just gorgeous, folks. All right, so like I said, they like to be out. You get to actually see them and view them and enjoy them. That is by far a big plus for me with any snake, if you can actually get to see them and enjoy them. I think another thing about carpets that makes them so perfect is their size. They're not heavy-bodied snakes. They're kind of long. I don't want to say slender, but they get a little girth to them, but nothing major. And you can see with Xena, I mean, she's not very thick at all. I can easily wrap my hand around her. Let me see. There, see? But she's not super thick. She's just got a nice girth. And like I said, she's about 5 foot long, which is perfect. Like, she's getting probably close to that 6 foot mark because she is growing, but her mom was 8 foot, so I am very well prepared to have a larger size carpet. But we'll see where she goes. The size is a big plus with carpets because they're not heavily bodied animals like, say, retics or Burmese pythons, but you get a little bit longer of a snake than you do with a ball python. So it's kind of like that middle ground. So I think they're perfect for any keeper. You just got to give them a shot, everybody. You got to give them a shot and work with them. The reason why I think everybody should have one of these is just solely the fact of, look at the colors. I mean, jungles are known for their black and yellows. That's one of the reasons why I love jungles, is just that contrast. Every locale has like their different color palette, is how I'm going to put it. They have their different color palette and slightly different patterns here and there, but for the most part, it's the same. I mean, it's the same snake. It's just you're working with different color palettes and slightly different sizes. But you cannot tell me that that is not a beautiful snake. I mean, look at all the tipping. Granted, you're going to have some carpets aren't going to have as much tipping as what Xena has here. So I'm trying to keep her away from the tripod, but let you guys see. But look at all that. I mean, she's just gorgeous. There's no denying she is a beautiful snake. I mean, and she's just, as far as I know, she's just a pure jungle. And I say pure loosely just because I don't know all of her family tree. But I do not believe that there's any diamond floating around in there. But diamond blood would also cause a lot of that speckling. But she is just absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, colors. Not as many colors as like ball pythons, but oh my goodness, carpet python colors are just, I don't know if it's the colors, the patterns, a mixture of both, but they are absolutely gorgeous, everybody. I promise you, you will not regret it. Every time you look at your snake, your breath will be taken away, because my breath is taken away every time I look at this girl. I'm just so stoked I haven't gotten bit yet. Knock on wood. I'm probably gonna get bit now. And the last reason why I think everybody should actually really think about getting a carpet python is the fact that they're not aggressive and mean-tempered like everybody makes them out to be. Yes, you have your select few that are just biters. I mean, you know, that's with anything. You can have that with dogs, cats, anything. Every animal has their own personality. But as you can see, there I thought I was waiting to see if I was going to take a nip there. But as you can see, Xena used to be very nippy. The most bites I ever took in one handling with her, which was actually the last time I free handled her like this, was 10 bites in one handling. And after that, it's like, you know what? We're going to try to find a way to work with her where she's getting a positive interaction and I'm not getting bit. And that was the gloves. The gloves fixed it. And it left me work with her to where, you know, I could actually have a positive interaction with her. Every once in a while, she would nip at the gloves. But as she got older, the nippiness went away. And you can see now, I mean, she's almost 4 years old right now. Like, she's about 3.5. And you probably never be able to tell that she used to be the way she was. She has come leaps and bounds. You just got to work with them. As babies, yes, baby carpets are going to be nippy 9 times out of 10. I don't even want to say 9 times out of 10. It's a 50-50 shot. But baby carpets are known to be nippy. I think that's why they get the bad rap that they get, because nobody wants to be bit. But you have to remember, folks, baby carpets are tiny. They're like little noodles. Everything else is bigger than them. To them, everything wants to eat them because they are so tiny. And let's face it, if you were that little and something big came to pick you up, you'd probably be biting too. But I think that's where carpets get a lot of their bad reputation from, is just how they are when they're babies. And definitely, like I said, make sure you work with them, because the more you work with them, the better they're going to be with handling. You also have to work, go off of the signs with your snake. They might not enjoy being handled frequently. You might have better interactions with them if your handlings are maybe once a week instead of, say, twice a week. But every snake's different. Go with what works for you and what works for your snake and what leads to a positive interaction. If you have to wear gloves, like I did, for the first year or 2 years or whatever, do it. Get those positive interactions in and let them see that you mean them no harm. Because like I said, if you would have told me I would have been doing this with Xena a year ago, 2 years ago, definitely 3 years ago, I would have laughed at you. I would have said, no way would I be doing this and not be taking a bite. But you can see here, no gloves, and she's just being a dream to handle. And I'm loving every second of this, folks. I really mean that. And this just goes to show you as well, you work with them, you give them some time, you give them the attention, and your patience. Definitely be patient. I think that's the big key, patience. Just be patient with them. As they get bigger, they realize that you're not a predator, and they get more confidence as they get bigger. They just mellow out. It's told to me like this: after they get to a certain age and a certain size, it's like someone flipped a switch and they just all of a sudden quit really caring. Now, Xena is defensive when you go to get her out of the enclosure. I don't just reach in there and pull her out like I do Lagatha. Lagatha, I can pull her out, no problem, don't need a hook. Xena, I still do use a hook. Just, she gets a little huffy off the start. But once you get her out of the enclosure and she realizes what's going on, she's fine. And as you can tell, I mean, she's just being a dream to handle. So that's it, everybody. That's going to be it for this video. I'm going to wrap this up and put her back because she's been out for a little while. I don't want to push my luck. But like I said, she's just being so good. This has been a dream come true today. And I'm just glad to share it with everybody here. But like I said, I highly, highly recommend everybody at least think about getting one of these snakes. They're beautiful. They interact with you. They're always out. I'd say 90% of the time they're out. So you can enjoy them and view them. And they're just beautiful. They're not the mean, nippy animals that everybody thinks makes them out to be. They are truly gorgeous animals. And I think everybody deserves to have one. So that's going to be it for this week's video. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you want to see more carpet python content, and what you guys thought of how Xena was acting, like, I'm sure there was probably a lot of people thinking I was going to take a bite. I was thinking I was going to take a bite. But you know what? We didn't take a bite. And that just makes me happy because to show, patience is key with these animals, and just give them the time that they need. And they normally will calm down for you. Even the bitier ones will calm down to an extent for you. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care. Later.